What's going on, guys? It's your boy Crazy TV here, and what we're gonna do is react to this Halo Infinite campaign from IGN. Their hands-on preview. It looks like they go over some things. I haven't got a chance to see it. Been a little busy with work, so let's just jump right into it. All right. Music is so intense. Ooh, I like the sword. I do.
The biggest surprise I had
Hope it's a
coming out of my
multiplayer.
few hours of playing Halo Infinite's campaign wasn't the delightful exploration nor the incredibly fun gunplay. Instead, it came down to the characters. Halo Infinite sees the legendary Master Chief once again tasked with saving the universe from yet another threat. And after 5 major campaigns, the Chief seems tired. He's a man of few words, but his movements and responses are heavier than I've seen before. This is Chief without Cortana. His subtle yet distinct change is far from a bad thing, though. If anything, Master Chief's forlorn demeanor that he sets aside to get the job done is a great indication to me that Halo Infinite's story is intended to be a more impactful adventure.
Alrighty.
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
What happened? Where is Cortana?
Chief's stern determination
he's
is also
like
wonderfully
right
contrasted
there.
to his new AI companion's bubbly enthusiasm and his pilot rescuer's anxiety and weariness. Given developer 343 Industries' failure to give Locke the faintest hint of a personality or motive in Halo 5, and the game's
That's the problem with Halo 5.
Story,
It was just not the thing was just not good. The campaign in Halo 5 was not good.
I need a weapon.
I need a weapon.
This is all I've got.
We pack, baby.
Enough.
A pistol.
Halo Infinite's contrasting characters aren't the only things to look forward to, though. Rewarding exploration infused with Halo's DNA and genuinely challenging combat could be relief in today's open-world game extravaganza.
Oh my.
Where many worlds are packed to the brim with chores.
That's amazing. The world they built is great.
Beyond their main path.
It really
if
is.
Continue the way I played in my 4-hour hands-on time, I think Halo Infinite could fall into the latter. That's not to say there aren't some essential elements of Halo Infinite I'm curious to see if 343 can pull off, like Chief's storyline with Cortana. For now, what I played in my preview session has left me even more eager for Halo Infinite's December 8th
I like the health bar on the bosses, because like now you can actually see, okay, am I close to killing him or what? Wow, look at the fire.
Echo 216. Can you hear me?
Good stuff.
This is UNS.
Oof. Yo. I had goosebumps.
Time and time again, Master Chief has woken up to fight a new enemy. Halo Infinite largely sees that pulled back by instead focusing on familiar fodder with the banished from Halo Wars 2. They eagerly step up as Chief's main adversaries after handily defeating the UNSC around Zeta Halo, including Master Chief. Their goal for Zeta Halo is unknown, but if it involves a Halo ring, there's nothing good that can come of it.
That's
After the UNSC's loss,
I love these
Chief's main
graphics.
objective becomes freeing the captured Allied forces on Zeta Halo and thwarting whatever the Banished are planning.
I am Esheron, War Chief of the
Yikes.
Banished. This is my world now.
Cortana was presented as a mystery rather than as a primary antagonist in what I played. What happened to her after Halo 5 and whether or not she's been truly destroyed is unknown. This crucial conflict seemingly takes a backseat to the larger fight with the Banished, though it is intertwined somehow. Without getting into spoilers, I will say the few moments that dug into Chief and Cortana's relationship were an emotional gut punch. Halo Infinite is looking to deliver a meaningful story for legacy Halo fans, and I really needed to fulfill that promise after Halo 5's story missteps.
She's not the driver, but a way to level the playing field.
What do I call her?
Ask her. She named herself. Hello, Master Chief.
What's your name?
I'm Cortana.
What?
This all being said, I'm not optimistic that
From the
Halo
first game?
Infinite is going to be a great starting point for new people to the franchise, as the best moments I saw in the first few hours rely on prior knowledge of the series. I don't like the idea of people being left behind, but I selfishly prefer that this game is made for returning Halo fans rather than tuning the story to accommodate new players. Familiar with the story or not though, Halo Infinite sure is fun to play and explore.
I think I'm with you. I didn't even know what a Banished was an hour ago, and even I can see the odds aren't great.
Okay. Chill out. See, the open world, that's what we were looking for. Like, what exactly is this open world? Like Far Cry or what?
Halo Infinite is a mix of familiar and new. One moment you're navigating encounters and ship corridors, then the next you're driving several Marines around the open fields of Zeta Halo. As 343 has clearly stated, Halo Infinite isn't quite a true open world game despite it featuring massive sandboxes.
Aim better, please.
Zeta Halo is broken up into island chunks. Land masses can be connected by bridges, and Chief can eventually call in things like a wasp to fly around anywhere after they're unlocked.
Oh, that's cool.
So eventually we may get to freely explore unlocked areas, but our range will be limited and more focused at first. Zeta Halo is littered with UNSC camps called Forward Operating Bases that were claimed
look at the
by
background,
the
honestly.
UNSC
Look at
lost
that.
the big fight. Clearing a base and reclaiming it replaces the Banished with Marines. Even better, cleared bases convert to instant fast travel points and earn you Valor. Worry not. Valor isn't some sort of spendable currency. It's instead a point-based tracker of how much ground the UNSC has on Zeta Halo. The more Valor you have, the better backup and gear you can call in. As far as I could tell, earning Valor and reclaiming the Broken Ring is entirely optional. So what else can you do when you're not hunting down the next
but it's like
clue to the Banished
Outpost.
clan?
Like in Far
People
Cry,
don't just get
like
to give
Outpost.
the Master Chief a fetch quest. The only one who really gives Master Chief any sort of command is a new AI codenamed the Weapon.
The weapon.
She's meant to destroy Cortana
I need
and
a
is in turn
weapon.
supposed to be destroyed when her operation is complete. Though Cortana is seemingly gone, the Weapon remains and is happy to assist Master Chief until she reaches her eventual demise. Much like Cortana, the Weapon will call out enemy attacks, notable objectives, banished facilities that need destroying, and Marines in need of rescuing.
Are you gonna show
I
us
was
anything?
more likely to come across a random patrol of enemies than an actual objective, but I didn't feel like I had to go too far to find something fun to do. I enjoyed the quiet moments though. Following Zeta Halo's native space groundhogs, or just enjoying the view was a pleasant reprieve from the action. When I was ready to get back to it though,
I love
could
this.
also hunt down and eliminate special targets to collect a unique version of their signature
Look at the
weapon
grapple and
that's
just like
equipable
throw
at
it.
boss.
Bam.
And of course, there are plenty of collectibles. A new scanner tool does make them a bit easier to find, if you have an idea of where to look. The scanner's range is rather limited though, so it's not a free pass to finding secrets. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Grunt and Marine dialogue. They're hilarious.
I love
The
that.
grunts
They've
are
always
as
been
silly
good.
and oddly aggressive as ever, and have a surprising number of lines. While the Marines are far more confident and excited.
We just saw
about
this
going
clip
into open
again.
battle.
Come on, man.
Their
Don't reuse your
commentary
clip.
made exploring all the more enjoyable.
Just in the nick of time, Chief.
Oof. The ATV looks good. The Mongoose, it's called.
Just because Zeta Halo is a larger, more open sandbox doesn't mean 343 suddenly has us doing puzzles or tasks unbecoming of a genetically augmented super soldier like Master Chief. Fighting enemies and destroying their stuff is always at the center of Halo Infinite's gameplay, and whether I was taking on a roaming pack of Banished or infiltrating a fortress for a story mission, the more open nature only served to give me more options for combat. If you've had a chance to check out either of the multiplayer test flights,
There we go.
Halo Infinite's excellence in weaponry should come as no surprise. The campaign introduced me to
look
other
at. I just don't know these guns though. It's like
an
electrical stuff.
A small shock pistol that doesn't do too much immediate damage, but deals out pain over time. The equipment we've seen in multiplayer
It's like RPG type
takes
stuff.
on a more powerful form in the campaign. Each of the 5 equipment options, grapple shot, shield
This game
core,
is like an
threat sensor,
RPG,
drop
like
wall,
open
and thruster,
world,
can
and
be
then you got
upgraded with
the
a collectible called Spartan cores.
grapple
Like
shot.
most of the open world elements, finding the Spartan cores and upgrading equipment is optional. Master Chief won't start the adventure with all equipment either. You'll find new tools to play with at specific story beats. Lacking a piece of equipment doesn't necessarily mean you're blocked off from certain areas from what I saw, but getting to or taking on
Nice.
difficult
Let's
encounters
go,
might
baby.
be more manageable should you have more equipment.
I love this when he carries the machine guns like this, the turrets. It's like such a badass move right here. Let's go.
Most of the big story beats happen in large, foreboding structures that could be viewed as something akin to dungeons.
Yeah.
These offer a more classic Halo experience. Grunts, jackals, brutes, and elites made up the bulk of the opponents I faced. Their role, weapon, and armor variety didn't feel lacking in combat. I came across one set of brutes that were so geared up they nearly qualified as a mini boss fight. The hunters make a return too, and are fun to fight as always. This being
But
another
that
ring,
Mauler,
the
is
sled
that
was
good
alluded
though?
to,
A
I
little
never
Mauler, I
saw
forget the
them.
name.
The
Little
Prometheans
shotgun.
weren't present either.
No
343's
Prometheans.
vision of recapturing the essence of combat evolved in Halo Infinite means there's not really room for them.
I
And
like
honestly,
that.
I had plenty of fun without them.
Me
I
too,
didn't see any
see?
drones either, so
Me
I'm hoping the
too.
new flying enemies equipped with hardlight weapons, the skimmers, will be their replacement. The real combat stars, though, are the boss fights. The first
Okay.
one with a brute lieutenant named Tremonius absolutely
Tremonius.
kicked my ass at first on heroic difficulty. A moment without movement rewarded Tremonius as he entered the encounter guns blazing and took me out twice in a row.
Yikes.
I had been handling heroic without any issues up until that point, so I was stunned to see how Tremonius' aggression and support from 2 jackals paid off. I quickly got to work on a strategy and happily took on the challenge.
Okay, Miranda, let's go. On the right track.
I have
like
thus
these
far only explored
cuts.
a fraction of Halo Infinite. Though the map isn't
Yeah,
as large as something you'd find in an Assassin's Creed. Far from it, I'd say.
It looks huge.
What it does hold seems to offer something more curated with excellent combat at its heart. The story
So
part is what
pretty.
I'm most curious about now.
Mother and sugar
343
daddy.
needs to stick the landing in the
Aw.
plot department, especially with regard to giving us a satisfying resolution to the Chief and Cortana's relationship.
I sure hope so.
If they can finally deliver that well-rounded classic
Oof,
Halo
I like it.
experience,
Oof.
then they'll have
Blowing
successfully
up.
and definitively made Halo their own. For
Yeah.
more on Halo Infinite, check out our exclusive
Think we're
review of the
ready.
new Streets multiplayer map,
Oh.
and stay tuned all November long for more IGN first coverage on Master Chief's latest adventure.
We're back, baby. Jump in. All right, well, there you have it. That's the campaign. I'm actually looking forward to it. I try to play every campaign eventually. I played the Halo 5 one, but that literally when it came out, it was okay. I know I got a lot of backlash. I don't remember too quite. I'm probably gonna wait until co-op comes out and then like kind of go from there. But I'm excited. It definitely looks cool. The open world concept with the RPG elements, with the equipment, looks pretty interesting. So we'll see how it goes. I really appreciate everybody checking this video out, and we'll see how it turns out. Peace.